Remember to guard your privacy. Oh, it's just information.
Oh, cool. So if
Just information.
If anybody wants to hop on our live stream on YouTube, we'll be able to see the chat.
Yes, and hopefully more and more people come. I should have moved this out of the way. That's okay. I'll hide my fat stomach. Hi, everybody. Okay, so today's the Valentine's Day episode.
Woohoo!
So I gotta bring this down a little bit. So hello, whoever's there. Is that you that just came on? Yeah.
Yes.
So sorry, people. I need to bring it down a little bit.
We
There
have
we
2
go.
minutes of buffer time. So.
2 minutes of buffer time, so we're using it.
Absolutely.
And you get to see my beautiful face close up. Well, some people say. We got one on. I wonder who it is. It's probably you.
Yeah.
Okay. I had to bring it down a little bit so it sees us. Oh, I love how that looks.
Oh yeah.
It's a phone, so it's tiny.
Yeah.
We can see ourselves.
Yep.
So, as the people come on, I'll see it here.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So, Valentine's Day is 1 week from today.
Woohoo! And it's always a good yet stressful time for some people.
Yes. And FYI, this one here will be away on a Valentine's secret excursion. So, she will not be here next Tuesday.
But hopefully, if it's cool enough, I might be able to bring you guys with me.
Hopefully. But I also, David, if you're watching, I do not want her to interrupt anything you've planned for her. So, to jump on, but of course you're always welcome, and I would love it if you're somewhere great.
Oh heck yeah, I can't
You
wait.
know, I would love it.
I
So,
can't wait.
request to join Time Warp. Who is that?
That's me.
Oh,
So,
that's you.
so if I press that, like it will, the live view would then be from like this view, but then my view from the phone too. Is that
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
So-
hopefully we get more people on soon.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Ooh, that heat. I'm going to turn it down while we're waiting.
Oh, sure. No
It's a
problem.
little hot.
Let's come a little close to see what kind of. Oh, cool. Facebook, we got 6 viewers so far. YouTube, we're still bumping on up. I can't wait for tonight's show. It's going to be really, really jam-packed with lots of cool information. If you guys are like me, I love and I'm obsessed with anything heart-shaped. So when Valentine's Day comes around, it's like prime time for me to get everything and anything in a heart shape. I feel like it's the best time too.
So we have people watching?
Yes, we sure do.
Yay!
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
So, those of you watching that are quiet, jump on, tell us who you are. It'll be fun. I see David's watching. So, anyways, we're going to talk about Valentine's Day. We're going to talk about the history of Valentine's Day. We're going to talk about some stuff that we have, some ideas. But I want to start out by saying that I had a very rare and cool opportunity yesterday to walk and tour the
Hey, Mom.
CRC, which is the oh, I knew I was going to forget what it stood for.
You
I
just
have it
said
on my
it.
desk.
I'm saying you literally just said it. To
I know,
me.
and it's out of my head. But I'm going to tell you it's part of the hi Mom, how you doing? Bill, it's good to see you. David, of course. And the CRC, it's gone out of my head. Resource Center. Something Resource Center. Anyways, it'll pop up and I'll tell you. So, it is like the storage closet for the Detroit Historical Museum.
Heck yes, it is.
And we had the fortunate ability to walk through it and look at all that cool stuff. And if you guys are on our Facebook, you've seen some of the posts that I've done. And I believe I put them on Instagram as well. You'll see some of the posts I've done about it. It's really, really cool. They have stuff in there that you've never seen. They've got clothes from the 1700s, the founding of Detroit, all the way to today, and jewelry. The cars are in these big, huge bubbles that they keep.
Oh yeah, that was so crazy.
You know, they had a 1913 fire truck. They had one of only, I believe it's either 2 or 3 Scarab vehicles.
That's awesome.
As well as the Mustang number 2. There were so many different things there. It was Steve, you're on the phone. Resource Center. I can't remember the first part of it, but we had a great time walking through there and learning about so many different things.
And I know some of our viewers are probably wondering, how can I make my way into the Resource Center?
You cannot, unfortunately. So there are times, I think, during the year, maybe once, or I don't know how often they do it, but if you are a member of the Detroit Historical Museum, then they do, for an amount, I believe, they do tours once in a great while.
Sure.
But that is kind of like the closet where they bring stuff out and put
All the
it.
cool stuff.
So I guess I should use the storage room because I swear I never go back in the closet. So it was a lot of fun, and take a look because I did an interview with Dave in 2020 right before the lockdown on promo cards. And
is that available on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram?
it's on all of them. However, I just reposted it on Facebook today.
Cool. Yes, if you
So
guys
that
would
way
like to
you
see
can
that
see
interview, it'll be honestly probably
Yeah.
right below this live stream.
And I want to give a shout out to Dave, who you know, through times of working it out, we actually got a chance to go in there and take a look because we do a lot with the Detroit's history.
Yeah.
We were actually granted this unbelievable rare opportunity to go through.
So
there.
again, thank you, Dave.
Yes. So learned a lot. Anyway, so let's get to Valentine's Day.
Yes.
What do you got for
The
me?
good stuff. What we're here
Do
for.
you want me to talk about actual St. Valentine's real quick, and then you can talk about the cherub?
Yeah, let's do that
Okay.
first. I think that's a good idea.
Okay, so St. Valentine's Day was a saint.
Yep.
He is sainted. Now, I have learned a few things about St. Valentine's Day and about this holiday that makes me a little curious about how we went about getting our holidays. Because Valentine's Day was a pagan holiday called I'm going to say it wrong. Lupercalia?
Lupercalia,
Lupercalia. It's an Italian word.
which is what is that? They had a beautiful feast, right?
It was a feast, yes. So while some believe that Valentine's Day is celebrated in the middle of February to commemorate the anniversary of Valentine's death or burial, which is what I'm finding that different people believe different things about St. Valentine's. He was an
Especially
actual
when there's
person.
3 saints.
Yes, and there are three St. Valentines, 3 different St. Valentines buried under the basilica.
Crazy.
And the Saint Valentine, one of those Saint Valentines, was buried in 270 BC or AD, and by Julius, killed by Julius.
Yep.
Because legends say that while Saint Valentine's was in jail, he befriended. Well, thank you for jumping on.
Well, hey, Mike.
And so he befriended the daughter of the jailer.
And then that resulted into
In his
very,
death.
Yep, into a very unfortunate circumstance, which
It did.
resulted in his
But
death.
the legend states that the letter he wrote to his beloved, who was the daughter of the jailer, was signed "Love Your Valentine."
And that springs
Which-
multiple question marks.
To some, the legend states that that's what caused everybody to be my Valentine.
Yep.
So, which was pretty cool. In 270, others claim that Christian Church may have decided to place St. Valentine's feast day in the middle of February in effort to Christianize the pagan celebration Lupercalia, celebrated at the Ides of February or February 15th. Ironic.
Also ironic that they also, speaking of like where it says
To Christianize.
Yeah, to Christianize and
They
the
did
pagan
that with
celebration.
Christmas as well.
Yep, well, along with Christmas, but also pagans tried to interfere birds with that as well, because that's usually the time when birds start to mate.
Yeah.
Is around
Yeah.
February 14th, 15th
Yeah.
time.
So I see that a lot of the Christians were trying to Christianize these different religions and stuff, and by doing so, they were putting holidays at the same time to try and Christianize them. But Lupercalia was a fertility festival dedicated to Faunus, the Roman god of agriculture, and as well as to Romulus and Remus, which is pretty cool in a way.
Only because if you really think about it, we have so many different. We have Saint Valentine's, we have the cherub babies, which all tie each other in a knot and come right back to Greek mythology.
I will be here Saturday, Jessica, and happy birthday for Monday. Happy early birthday.
Happy
and,
early birthday.
We got plenty of Disney, so you'll love it.
Lots of stuff.
Speaking of Disney, before she gets started,
Oh, cute.
you can even do Disney Valentines. Look at this. You've got Mickey and Minnie kissing in front of Paris with so they make that fabulous Valentines and birthday gifts.
See, there's so many heart-shaped Disney things over there.
So tell me about Cupid.
Alrighty, so my favorite, we got Cupid here. Also, hold a sticky note in your brain when we start talking about Cupid and his parents. Cupid, when you first initially heard about Cupid, a lot of people really hear about cherub babies. They're naked, have wings, and they have the bow and arrow. Well, originally, Cupid was a tall, slender, youthful teenage boy who was named Cupid.
It was me.
It was Jason.
No, I'm kidding.
And with that being said, Greek mythology then comes into play again when we talk about first part of Cupid and his first, what do you want to say, his first presentation into the real world, and then it kind of, what time was that? It doesn't really say here
For
about
which one?
when he switched over from being portrayed as
I have that
youthful.
information. It was chubby child. So it wasn't until the Hellenistic period.
Period.
So I'm not sure exactly when that was. I'd have to look. That they were going to portray him as mischievous chubby child.
Naked children, yep. And you know they always have the infamous bow and arrow. But my question for you guys is, I know you guys have heard about the wings and the naked babies and the bow and arrows, but have you guys heard about the story as to why he had those bows and arrows and why he had those wings? Cupid's main purpose was to bring people together, whether they wanted to be together or not, which is why his arrows had that love potion in them. So if you were struck by Cupid's arrow, whoever was standing next to you, that was more than likely going to be your partner. And if they were struck as well, then you guys would also become one.
So speaking of that, if you don't mind me interrupting, I'm looking through all of our Valentine's Day cards, which I'm going to show you guys in a minute. Not one damn cherub. Anyways.
I would say we also have small little
What did you
figures
just
of
say? I
cherub
lost it.
babies. Oh, we were talking about how if you were struck by Cupid's arrow and
Oh, yes.
only one of you were.
So, or one of you, or let's say that they changed their mind. The Cupid changed his mind, right? So, Eros struck at the hearts of the gods and mortals and played with their emotion. So, Cupid, known as Eros, played with their emotions. In one story from the ancient Greek mythology, which was later retold by Roman, was that Cupid shot a golden arrow at Apollo, who fell madly in love with the nymph Daphne, and then Cupid got jealous and then hit him with a laden arrow, which made him be repulsed by Daphne.
And he said, let me take that back real quick. I changed my mind. The wings symbolize that lovers can be flighty, and as him being a boy instead of a little girl cherub baby is because love is irrational and boys tend to be a little bit irrational from time to time.
What? Please.
The story also behind him breaking his wings and his arrows, that goes back a really long time. I really couldn't find too much about it other than the simple fact of that Ferdinand and Miranda, they goofed up, you guys. They weren't supposed to be together or kindle any type of friendship, and when they did, it made cherub little Cupid baby really mad.
Did she hit him with that? Did he hit him with a laden heart?
He did, and literally kind of banished himself after that. Banished himself for 100 years so he couldn't perform love potions on people anymore.
Do you have more?
No, that was cool.
Okay, so we're gonna show you some cards.
Yay.
We got some down here as well. We can show. Ooh, show those. That's a trip. We'll show those in a minute. So, anyways, Valentine's Day cards can be so elaborate it's crazy, and can be so simple it's beautiful. So, something like this, which is a something like, look at this. Isn't that beautiful? So this has the lace overlay right on it. So what this does, if you look at it closely, this is old. So it's got this has 2 layers actually. The 3-layer one sold. So this one has, look at that. It comes up so that way it frames the picture beautifully. Isn't that cool?
Nice.
Isn't that cool? So cool, I love it. So anyways, inside, this one's not signed either.
Oh, no way, really?
Now
That's like
it
the
can be
first
rare
thing
to be not signed, but it's not, of course. Look at this. So this was somebody's. So they say the skies are bright and the flowers fair, the sweetest bird song filled the air. But till you say my Valentine, you'll be, till you say my Valentine, you'll be, there's nothing bright nor sweet to me.
How cute is that?
How cute is that? Isn't that cute? Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? So this one would probably be, Steve, if I ventured to guess correctly, maybe 40s, 30s, 1930s. These can go back to the Victorian time and be so outrageous. How many of you remember passing Valentine's in school? Come on, I know a lot of you do.
Nothing yet.
So I know a lot of you do. Come on. So we used to get the Valentines, make our parents go get them. This is one of them.
Yep, and you used to have to sit with your parents and make sure you had the whole list of everybody's names, make sure you didn't forget anybody. I'm bringing my little buddy up with me. He's cute, isn't he? All right, so these are some super old school Kmart edition Transformer brand individual Valentine's Day cards.
So cool.
And these come with 30 different designs, which honestly, these are iconic. I was obsessed with these as a little kid.
And that's how we buy them in boxes like that.
Yeah, literally. And then if you were bougie, your parents would get you the ones with the little sucker that like you would stick to it. Then they have like little stamps and stuff. These were honestly the best. I think we have Scooby-Doo ones of these too. If you feel like
we do. We might, yeah.
Unless they might have sold.
So I'm going to show you a couple because Valentine's Day cards are really cool, right? So even the simple ones from the 70s and 60s are really, really cool. Look at that. Isn't that cool? But you get into some of them, like look at this one. This is Yo Ho Honey. How cool is that, right? And it's printed on the back, like so.
Oh, speaking of handing out
cool?
Valentine's Day cards at school,
Uh-huh.
remember what you told me a couple days ago?
What's
how
that?
Public schools are no longer allowing
Yeah,
that to happen?
I'm hearing that that's the case. Is that the case? Are they not doing it anymore in school, handing out cards?
Parents, let us know in the comments. Does your children's school still allow them to pass out Valentine's? Yes or no?
Yeah, because I have some friends' kids say no. Some still say that they have to pass them out to everybody, regardless.
Which I feel like I personally did as a kid anyway, just because I wanted everyone to give me one back. You know?
Mm-hmm. I remember my brother one year not getting a card.
And probably hurt his feelings
It
really
did.
bad.
He cried. I'm sure there was a year I didn't either. But let me tell you, the next couple of years before he passed away, he got cards. I like these. These are 1920s and 30s, of course, these little ones.
Those are cute.
They're two-sided. Look at that. Isn't that cute?
Do you have this?
I love it.
The one where they're on the sled up
It
here?
might be in here.
I think that one was really cool to show them. Only because a lot of these cards, you'll notice, you guys, aren't foldable cards. They're literally just, they have this little arm here that you fold in, and then it would rest on your table or on your mantle or above your fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
But then it doesn't fold. This one only just says from Pat, which is still really cute. And this one's cute. It says, Valentine, I will slide into your heart if you won't hide and play the part.
Aren't those cute? I love them. And they're great for not just handing out and giving to people, decorating for a Valentine's Day romantic dinner, or just framing and putting out. People love them. So I'm going to get, yeah. Well, that's completely inappropriate, but history.
History, yeah.
So, Valentine's Day. You're taking somebody out to dinner, right? And Valentine's Day, is usually what you give to the lady, and Sweetest Day what you give to the guy, but that's just not the case anymore. Now it's, if you love the person, you give them something for Valentine's Day, right? So, let's say you don't want to spend a ton of money because you're maybe proposing and you bought a ring, or you're taking them out to dinner. You still need to get something for the person you love.
Just a little something tangible.
Just a little something tangible. And if that means you get a single red rose or a bouquet of flowers, pop by, get a vase. We have all sorts of vases.
All types.
And I'm going to tell you, one of the cool things you can do with the vases is grab a bracelet and drop it over the vase.
Then you got two gifts in one?
You do. You have a bud vase with maybe 2 roses in it, or 3. Let's say you have 3 kids. So you get 3 roses.
That'd be very cute.
You know what I mean? Or you've been together for 5 years, you get 5, well, you're not going to fit 5 in there, but you've been together for 3 years, so you're going to get 3 roses.
Very
You
cute.
put it in here, you drop the bracelet over it, and you have a decorative thing on your vase, as well as,
Jason said, we love vases. We sure do love vases.
who?
David said, we love vases.
Mm.
I said, we love vases.
But, you can do it even with something that's not so feminine looking, maybe the key and lock bracelet.
Very cute.
Because as you can see, well, it's backwards, but this has the time on it, and somebody, can you hold that for me?
Yeah.
So this is a watch, okay? So watches are good to put around here. You've got I love spending time with you. You've got a bracelet, a lock. You locked up your heart,
Very cute.
right? And then with the rose in it. So then they have the bracelet and the vase.
Oh.
This is the glass, a glass vase with a red glass vase with a rhinestone. Those are Nambi, by the way.
These are what?
Nambi.
Nambe.
That's the
keys?
name of that.
Oh, nice.
It's the name of the company.
So Jason pulled these out and put these on our Valentine's display. And from the front, they just look like regular schmegular cups. But look at this. Look at that, you guys.
They're by a company called Nambe. They are silver plate, but they are great for Valentine's, or even for toasting flutes.
I think they're so cute, and they even have the stamp on the bottom here, just so you guys know where it's coming from. I just think these are such good gifts.
So here's a couple of other things. Let's just say that maybe you're not getting roses or something, maybe field flowers, something small. You can put them inside the little vases and with a nice rhinestone bracelet, and then the flowers in them. So for instance, like this one,
Actually, I was just gonna grab that too.
like I love this vase too, by the way. Like this one, look at that vase. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Anyways, something as simple as this, maybe with a bracelet around the base of it, will just blow the mind of the person you're in love with.
Oh, absolutely.
And if it's for a guy, we do have bracelets for a guy as well. And I'm going to tell you right now, guys love getting flowers.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't care what they say to you,
They don't expect the unexpected, so.
but guys love getting flowers. So I don't know if I'd deliver. No, I would. I would deliver a dozen roses to, even if he works in a mechanic shop or in one of the on the line at one of the car companies. Deliver flowers, because I'm going to tell you, he is going to be so flabbergasted that the person he loves delivered him flowers. I did that for Steve.
Aw.
When we first met, I sent him flowers, and he said I was the first person who ever sent him flowers. Now I picked more masculine color flowers.
Sure.
And then I did again for his birthday.
Yep, I remember that.
Many
was so
years
cute.
later. So don't think that some guy working somewhere will not be, if not
Appreciative.
outwardly appreciative to the friends around him, inwardly, you're getting some when he gets home. Mhm.
Okay, so now we got something that you could definitely add on for a gift for your significant other are these statues from 1970.
Yes, those are so cool. And those of you who know that,
I'm trying to get my head out of your way, but no matter where I go, my head's
no, you're
always
fine.
in the
Go ahead.
way. These are just these super. I personally think they're creepy. They give very creepy vibes, but I think you're nice. That's what this one says. And this one says, I love you so much.
they can be creepy, but people love those.
Oh, no, for sure.
They're very love-is.
Like, I can see why they do,
Mm-hmm.
but the eyes.
Those were huge in the 50s.
And we have lots
Not
of different
50s, in the
styles of
70s.
these.
I said 50s. Those were huge in the 70s.
Julia, you like these? I like
I know,
that you
aren't they
like them.
cool?
I'm trying to have them rub off on me.
Okay, so I'm going to show you some more vases because a lot of people get flowers during Valentine's Day. So I'm trying to give you some ideas of, that's outside of the basic glass vase and maybe something a little bit more unique. Now, I'm going to have you hold that one for a minute. This one is cool. Now, this is a plastic version of vases like this. Sometimes they're made in bone, sometimes they're made in alabaster, but it's a graving inside of a graving. So if you look closely inside, there's movement inside. So each ball, and there's 4 balls in here, are carved individually, and then it's carved out, and then
Inside
another
of
one
each other,
on
yeah.
inside of each other. Now this, of course, is machine made because it's plastic, and it's got the elephants on it with the rings, which is really pretty. But it's more than just a vase. It's a conversation piece. Now, we don't currently have any of the alabaster or the bone ones, but we do get them, and those are all hand carved,
And we do have that one, and that one's still really
which is
pretty.
shocking. So these are really good to put to stick a flower in and get, because it's more than just a standard vase.
It, like you said, it is a conversation piece.
Yep. And then of course, can you put that one back over there? Thank you, Vanna. So how about a vase that's shaped in something else? Like a heart-shaped vase. Ooh, I like how that looks on there. It's got that bing.
Oh, nice.
Anyways, so heart-shaped vase, you can't put a lot in there, but you can put something in there. Actually, it looks like a bank.
It does look like
So
a bank.
I'm sure he or she would be fine if you just filled it full of coins.
Yep, and then just handed it right on to him. And if you're the type of person who really wants to get your significant other something for Valentine's Day, but you're really not sure where to start, you could get them one of these cups.
The devil made me do it.
And you could fill it with a bunch of goodies. Everyone
Mhm.
loves candy. Candy's still a hot commodity.
Yes. And the fact that it says the devil made me do it, you know, what do we think of at Valentine's Day when, you know, maybe a little romantic interlude, something like that? The devil made you do it.
Yeah.
Lust,
Gotta blame somebody, right?
right? And then, of course, and we brought you over here because all of our Valentine's Day is pretty much
It's
over
right
here.
here.
I mean, look at this thing. Isn't that cool?
That's probably one of my favorite cups that you have.
Yes. So, you know, brutalist, very brutalist in design with maybe some out of the box flowers. Maybe you put some thistle, stuff like that in there to add to the brutalness of it. Pretty cool. And then there's this cool thing.
Yeah,
Check
I love
that out.
thing.
Very modern, very cool.
Oh, it's a pot?
Well, I think it's like a something for like pins or
Sure.
whatever. But a plant.
I would say a plant would look so cute.
A plant. So you get this, you go over to the nearest you know, plant store or florist
And
shop.
get them a house plant. It'll live forever.
Yeah, and you could get a flowering plant that's really pretty to put in here.
That's such a good idea.
Something for the desk. Look at that. I love the very asymmetrical design
Good
along with the
80s
heart.
vibes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, a succulent, Julia.
A
See?
succulent.
You
Perfect.
got the right idea. Succulent would be perfect.
Actually, that's perfect because the word is perfect.
We love wordplay. All right, this one's really pretty. Was this one
These are perfume bottles. Yep.
nice? Old perfume bottles.
So perfume bottles are great, and you don't have to just put perfume in them. A lot of people like to do oils and different types of. Are they all oils? You sell some.
Yeah.
With
like-
586.
Yep, like you could do like a body mist or like a body oil, which has like shimmer in it, and it won't ruin the glass either.
No, it won't, and it's it's what you use today for to make yourself smell good.
Yep.
So you use the same bottle, and I'm sure 586 has stuff you can buy to put in it.
Oh, you guys are so cute. Yes, we
Mhm.
for sure do. If you guys,
So check her out on 586.com.
yeah, if you guys are looking for Valentine's Day gifts, 586organics.com.
And then
Yeah,
come
all
here,
your
buy
gifts.
one of these, and put it in it
And-
for. It'd be perfect.
And then you can support
Yeah.
2 of your favorite local businesses.
Yes, 2 small businesses, which you should be. So, there's all sorts of stuff, and we're going to get into jewelry, but jewelry is a whole show in of itself. But I am going to tell you that we do have a few things here. We've got like the fun rings, the fun heart-shaped rings, because it's Valentine's Day, and even though you're getting the item for the love of your life, the kids are the love of your life too. Your daughters are the love of your life as well. So
Your friends.
Your
You can give
friends.
Your friends Valentine's.
So when you're buying the thing for mom that you want to give her for Valentine's Day, pick up the little things for the kids because they're your Valentines as well.
Period.
And I have no kids, so I shouldn't, you know what I mean?
Oh, fun fact
But yeah,
about that.
I'll still tell you what to do with your kids.
Did you know that 20% of people in the world buy their pets Valentine's?
That doesn't surprise me. We buy our pets Christmas gifts
Same.
and birthday gifts.
And we also always have nice little options for jewelry, like these little bracelets here. And these are all
Mhm.
expandable, claspable, different
And we
sizes,
have a whole
multiple
bunch.
sizes, different styles, sizes, collections, colors.
So
Thank you, Siri.
music boxes. Maybe you met at in the 70s or the late 60s. You were hippies. You were at the big concert together. Something like this might be neat
That'd be so cute.
that you can give to your significant other as memory of when you guys were young and doing crazy hippie stuff.
Oh yeah.
Why not, right?
That is so cute.
And we have a bunch of different ones. So one of the cool things is let's say that how do you tie vintage in with new stuff? Like you're giving a box of candy, right? You're giving a box of candy to somebody. Or maybe you're giving a bunch of different little things to somebody. And you want to do something, let's say maybe you guys met at the fountain table at Saunders fountain
And you guys ironically ordered the same chocolate milkshake.
and drank it out of 2 straws.
Yep, and drink it out of 2 straws.
And so maybe picking up a vintage Saunders candy box, and you can transfer the candy from the new box into this. Or you want to buy a bunch of little stuff, right?
Yep.
You put it inside of the Saunders box because you remember having great time with your significant other at going to the Saunders fountains, going to the chocolate shops, stuff like that.
That'd be so cute.
These are great to add to it because then not only are you giving her something new or him something new for, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say it again. Guys like flowers.
They love them.
Guys like candy.
They love it.
Stop thinking, the society needs to stop thinking that only women like this stuff. Guys like it too. And I'm talking straight guys, I'm talking gay guys, I'm talking any guy
Oh, absolutely. I think
likes it.
Like I always think, like, does my dad like flowers? Yeah, my dad likes flowers. Cool. So does my dad like chocolate? Yeah, my dad likes chocolate.
Yeah. So get him some chocolate and flowers.
Some flowers.
Trust me, he'll eat it.
Yeah.
So, by putting stuff in something like this, it's not only telling them that you love them today, but you remember
Where you guys came from,
them
where you started.
yesterday.
Yes.
Because sometimes it's not about what you get them. It's
How
about
you give it to them.
it's about the memories. It's about how you give it to them. It's about the fact that you remembered that you sat together at a fountain or something. So buying the old vintage boxes are cool because then you can display them afterwards. How
Heck
cool
yeah.
is that, right?
And reuse them for certain
Right.
things too.
So there's a lot to go through, and wow, we kind of ate up a lot of it. So check it out. So Valentine's Day cards are good for scrapbooking,
Oh, that's
and then
such
of
a good
course,
idea.
look here's just go show them that.
Very cute.
Yeah.
Oh, oh.
Ooh, there you go. That's a necklace, all hearts.
Very cute. Very
Mhm.
cute.
Look, see the heart necklace on her?
You could literally easily take a mug just like this and fill it with a bunch of goodies. And I promise you they will still love it
Mm-hmm.
all the same. Got like an ascot in here.
Yep.
Like a really pretty necklace. It's covered in hearts.
Mm-hmm. See, it doesn't take a lot at Valentine's Day.
It really
We have a
doesn't.
lot of holidays and a lot of gift giving days. So Valentine's Day is just to tell them that you love them. Now, if you are, I am going to tell you guys this, if you are going to propose, you want to make sure that you have the ring size. So guys, girls, if you don't know your partner ring size, please grab one of their rings, put it on your finger, mark where it's at. That way when you buy the ring,
You could try it on. And
you don't have to return it for a different size.
Yep.
Plus, the fact that you know their ring size, it's going to be impressive to them.
Yeah, it sure is.
So, what are these? So, these are shakers, martini shakers.
Oh, nice.
Okay, martini shakers. These are great because for that romantic evening at home, if you're going to have martinis, maybe you're going to have a 1960s Mad Men type of romantic, dinner, stuff like that. These are really cool to have sitting around with the martini glasses, of course. You know, we should have gotten martinis and sipped them.
That was nice.
How nice is that? But so the martini. She does. She does.
Oh my god, no, I do. I don't even want to talk about it. It's horrible.
So we get new stuff every day, and one of the benefits of working here is the employees get to see it and have option to it before it hits the floor. And she sure is taking advantage of that. But that's a good thing because she enjoys it and loves it, and we'll find another one of anything.
And if you guys ever want to take a time to visit to Time Warp, but we're closed on a Monday, my house looks just like this.
Will you set this up there?
Yeah.
So this is what I want to show you. So like maybe you want to buy something that they can put up in their house, right? Maybe in the kitchen. I love this. Look at this thing. Okay, can you scream? Now, I would say the form tells me 80s. The design tells me 70s. Okay, so if you look at that. Just to hang on the wall, you have your cutting board and some spoons. Isn't that cool to put in your kitchen? I love it. Something like this is great. I would, if she is not passionate about cooking, or he is not passionate about cooking, but they cook, stay away from cooking stuff.
For sure.
Stay away from cooking stuff for Valentine's Day. Go for what they love, what they collect. Do me a favor, everybody. Take 5 minutes. Take a look, because you know everything you know about your partner, right? Everything you know about your partner until you come in the store and want to buy them
And
something.
then you forget everything.
And then you forget everything. Okay, so that happens to me, that happens to everybody. Best bet I tell you to do is look at the house. Look at the house. Look at the rooms. Look at where they put their makeup on, or where they get dressed in the morning, or because you're going to then see what they need and what they use.
Yep.
So if there's a cabinet full of glass, there's a good chance she collects glass or he collects glass.
Yep.
You know, so pay attention if you want to get like
magnets, if they like magnets.
yeah, it can be as simple as a magnet. If it's for somebody you don't live with, the next time you're at their house before Valentine's Day, look at what they have in their house. Don't just look at them, look at the
Everything.
house. Because the house is going to tell you what you need to know.
A person's house is a main representation on how they feel.
Yeah, and it's going to tell you everything you need to know for when you're out shopping for them. Because we get a lot of people in buying gifts, and this is a person who has everything. I don't know what to get them, and you know everything. Well, sometimes just the time with them
is it. That's all.
is enough. Sometimes bringing them in, walking down, memory lane with them is enough. Sometimes something as small as a vase with a bracelet on it's enough, or a dozen roses for him
would be so nice.
would be nice. And or let's say you're buying your mom and dad something. Pay attention to what they like. And trust me, mom and dad do not like what you leave at their house. So look at their things, not your things that you left there.
And that could literally gifts for Valentine's Day for your parents could be easy. Like my mom is gonna go see the new 80 for Brady's movie, and I told her I'd buy her popcorn for that for her birthday and Valentine's Day because I knew she really wanted to see that, and that made her happy, and I know it'll probably make your mom happy too.
Oh, it would. This is really cute. Look at this, and this is like a little $9 gift that you can get. Look at this. It says, "You got everything I like." And so just somebody saying this in their office, and and a lot of people look at this and goes, "Oh, who's going to set that up?" You'd be surprised. It's going to sit on somebody's desk. It's going to sit somewhere.
Yeah. And while we got some time left, I wanted to give you guys a couple of Valentine's Day facts that I thought were really cool.
Real quick before we do that, what are you doing?
Oh, for Valentine's Day?
What are you doing for Valentine's Day?
I have no idea what we are doing for Valentine's Day. All I know is that I will not be here. I have no idea where we're going, when we're supposed to get there.
So your other half is taking you away on a secret Valentine's Day getaway
Yes.
that you have no idea. He at least told you what to wear, right?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
I did ask. I said, so what kind of clothes am I supposed to bring? So he did tell me that, which is cool. So, yep, and here he is. He's in the comments. I know you guys see him every week.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, so hopefully if we are doing something that does pertain to the show on Tuesday, I will be checking in with you guys just to peek and show you guys what we got going on.
Yeah.
Wherever we are.
But not to worry if you can't, because if you're in the middle of something, then please take care of that. And don't worry about this. But something like that. Okay, if you are, that's a great idea. It's a great idea to surprise your loved one with a getaway. And it would be great to stop in here
Yes.
on your way out.
That'd be
or
so
on
cute.
your way back in.
Heck yeah.
You know what I mean? Because trust me, it's an event when you come in.
Sometimes people come in and they make a whole day out of it because they knew that they watched the show and said, I seen your guys' show on Tuesday and I knew that I needed to make it an all-day thing when I came in here. But just also know, for our new viewers, we're very organized here at Time Warp. So if you're ever looking for something specific like giant inflatable champagne bottles, we can point you to exactly where they're located
Pink
at in the
champagne. Now these are cute.
Yes.
So if you're proposing or you're having a special evening, getting one of these just to set out.
Or even if you're having a Galentine's Day with all your girls, that would be so
Yes.
cute to have.
Because I'm gonna tell you, the visual effect is just as important
Absolutely.
as the act itself. Because if this were sitting on the table with flowers around it, and then you had a little box in front, like if you were gonna propose,
Yeah.
or a box of candy if you're not gonna propose or you're already married, the visual effect of it.
It's also a feel good effect.
Right, and then you think to yourself, what am I going to do with that? Well, you blow it up in the summer and you take it to the lake with you.
Literally.
And it becomes a flotation device.
And then, trust me, everyone will want to take pictures with it too.
Yes, they will.
But David, he is not going to tell me the topic of the show because he doesn't want you to move anything around to fit the topic of the show. So he's probably not going to tell me that until later on.
Well, I will not. What I'll do, David, is I'll text you the topic of the show. Okay, and then you decide if it pertains, because you're going to all the trouble for her. I don't want her to have to work while it's happening.
Oh, you're so nice.
If it's necessary. So, if it's not necessary. So, but if it is and you guys are there, pop on.
Yeah, I'll be excited.
You know what I
too.
mean? I can control if you can pop on or not,
Yeah.
especially if David is telling me don't. And, you're
And I'm
trying
over here
to.
like requesting.
And I'll be like, yep, nope. So we have a lot of fun here. So come on in.
Yeah,
And as you can see, we have everything.
literally.
You know, I want to show you this. Talk for a second.
Oh, yes, this is such a good piece. I love. Oh, yes, this one's even better. Okay, I thought he was going to pull out one that I love, but he's pulling out something that I love even more.
Okay,
Yay.
let's say that you want to buy a gift for somebody who loves to bake
Or loves pigs.
or loves pigs, because as when you see, this is a cake plate of a pig with wings. I mean, this thing is fantastic.
It's so cute.
This thing is look at this. Isn't that fantastic? I love it. I mean, you look at this. I think everybody needs a pig with a flying pig cake stand.
Cake stand, yep.
I mean, look at this thing. Isn't that
Its little
beautiful?
face is so cute.
now? This is Patient Brewster. It's handmade.
Oh, wow.
It says to hand wash it, which I would do too. I would put that in the dishwasher. But look at that. Isn't that the cutest thing in the world? And can you imagine a fantastic cake on it?
That's all orange and
I know,
purple
right?
And, yeah,
It's
that'd be
cool.
cool. That'd be nice.
But this is a good one. Here, I'll let you tell.
Oh, nice.
And this is probably a pasta or salad. Probably a salad
Yeah.
because of the
So this set does have multiple matching bowls, which is why I feel like I love it the most.
Well, and they're olives, and they'd be great for the salad of the romantic dinner.
And the legs is really what's doing it for me. It's so pretty.
And these are the bowls, and it comes with 4 of them, or the
Yep.
plates.
Not gonna lie, I didn't even really catch that they were olives until you said that.
Yep, and they're plates. Isn't that the coolest?
Look at the inside of the bowl. Look at that. It's nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So these are great. So you know what? All of this different color on the table, and you don't have to spend a ton of money.
And this brand is called Berry Wave.
Berry Wave, yeah.
Berry Wave, which is cool.
I like the feet too.
Yeah.
They're
that's
very
nice.
mod. What were you gonna say now?
Oh yeah, so some Valentine's Day facts that I learned over the last few days is that the human heart is so strong that if it needed to, it could spray blood up to 30 feet. And I felt like it just fit with Valentine's Day. The human heart is a really powerful tool.
Yes, I learned that on CSI.
I also learned that 8 billion of those horrible chalky conversation hearts are made every year just for this specific occasion.
Is that crazy? Hello. Look
Speaking
at this
of
thing.
vases.
Isn't that cute? It's a little vase. 1987.
Oh wow, Andy's still in good shape.
1987.
Speaking of vases,
Look at that.
250 million roses are grown every year just for the month of February.
Just for the month of February. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, David, we know you love those conversation hearts. They're horrible. Happy early Valentine's Day.
What do you mean?
You know those little teeny tiny chalky hearts?
Gabby, I need you to be on my show.
I know, he always talks about you. You have to come on. It's a must.
She will one day. So let's just say you don't want to go overboard, right?
Mhm.
But you want something cool to give to your significant other
Sure.
who maybe has a desk at work or something like that. Just the paperweights.
Very cute. And that's onyx too.
Yep, the onyx paperweights, just a paperweight. Just something that she can keep on her desk, and every time she moves it, she thinks of you, right?
Matching
Or
paperweights.
he. Yeah, paperweights, figurines.
Matching paperweights. Oh, I love the little bling that it gives us in this YouTube view here. Very cute.
I know it does, doesn't it?
Look
Isn't
at that.
Oh,
Ding,
this is what I
ding,
wanted to
ding,
show
ding.
down here.
Oh yeah, these
Yeah, but
pretty
this
cups.
first. So I'm gonna get right in your face. Sorry. We just got this. Check this out. This.
Is that an ice bucket?
Yes. Look at this.
Ooh, is it fabric?
Yeah, it's fabric ice bucket,
Ooh, nice.
and it's in the correct colors. But look at that pattern, that 70s pattern on there. Isn't that fantastic?
It looks beautiful.
Isn't
I
it? It's in fabulous condition with the cork top,
Ooh, nice.
and but it's so cool. And this is it's Denmark.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so this is mid-century Denmark. So how cool is that?
Does she prefer Gabrielle or Gabby?
Either one, I'm assuming.
Gabby, trust me, it all comes with time. It's
What?
just like we're talking to ourselves.
Oh yeah. Oh honey, you're on stage all the time.
All the time, you know the deal.
So, anyways, whenever you feel comfortable, you guys would die to meet her. She does all of our, she takes our broken jewelry, makes gorgeous pieces. She does the hair pieces. We sell all her lines here. Most of you have bought some.
Yeah.
So come and check them out because you'll love them. Pretty Little Things. So, oh, this is what I wanted to show you. These. So, maybe your significant other's name is Rose.
These are a knockout.
So we have a set of 4 of these. Look at these. These are Tom Collins big glasses.
Love.
Okay, so they're tall glasses, but they have the red roses on them. They would go fantastic at a Valentine's Day dinner.
And for all of our people who were here a couple of weeks ago for glass, do you know what type of glass that is? Flashed.
Yeah, oh yes, absolutely. Flashed glass. The roses are flashed. The top is laid on. So, how cool are these to have?
Beautiful.
Absolutely. See, Gabby, I see you sitting out underneath the magnolia tree sipping. I love it. So those are good. Now, there's all sorts of things. I mean, we can go from plain, a nice tray, a mid-century tray with some, goodies on it, just to have for a snack while you're preparing for your romantic dinner.
Or maybe you guys are hanging out with a couple of your good friends that you haven't seen in a long time, and you want to feel fancy with some silver cups and a matching ice bucket.
Those silver cups are actually the match to this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look at the line
was she?
on it.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, duh.
Yep. So this is and it's got its little closure, so when you shake it, I love how that does up that.
I love the ice bucket because it comes with these little tongs here to grab the ice.
Yeah.
And I
then
just love that it's clear. I feel like that's a big aesthetic.
this
thing
comes
for me.
with 6 of those little glasses. 6 of
And they're
them.
lightweight, too.
Yep. And then you could actually have a nice red
Ooh, nice.
ice bucket
Very nice.
just to throw some ice in for the table.
What's that big bottle back there?
This is a big bottle of champagne.
Oh, that looks heavy, too.
Now this is a sample. Now that's not that's not champagne in there, but instead of having maybe the blow up, you have this on the table, right? Now I'm going to tell you that is not champagne in there. That is water, or a liquid of some sort, but it's not champagne because they wouldn't put it in there. Actually, I don't think there's anything in there at all.
No, I don't think there's anything in there.
So it's plain. It feels like there is, but anyways, how cool is that, right? How cool is that?
I love that thing.
So maybe you get this and you do a couple chokers for her.
Yeah.
And you throw them on the top of it,
That'd be nice.
and then set it down next to, a bouquet of flowers
Get a nice ice bucket.
and a nice bucket, and you're good to go.
Yeah, wow.
I forgot that was back there. All right.
One last crazy fun fact.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day is banned in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, why did they say?
Yeah, it was causing too much conflict. They felt like getting your significant other gifts and being all lovey-dovey caused too much conflict of interest among the streets of Saudi Arabia when there was plenty of work that needed to be done. So up until the last 5 years, you could get arrested if you were caught participating.
But they still hide and do it.
Yeah, they still hide and do it. Yep.
So Betty Boop.
Fave. Everyone knows.
Okay, so Betty Boop if you can't think of something, you can never fail with Betty Boop. Everything related to Betty Boop is heart related. Now these are actual Valentine's Day.
That
In a
is actually a
box.
really cool thing. If you get
Mhm.
that as a gift, it's got everything you need
Yeah.
for your significant other. It's got a card, it's
In
got
this little
jewelry in
thing.
there. It's got
So
everything.
these, and then you've got something like this, and then of course we have the dolls.
Yeah.
But Betty Boop, it's a little plastic heart base that you could give. Then we have the bowls, hearts around them. Betty Boop. Betty Boop is great for Valentine's Day because, like I say, everything that's connected with her is heart related, and she has got some of the most beautiful Valentine's Day items out there because
Literally.
of it. Yeah. And fun fact. Betty Boop was a black woman.
Yep. Happy Black History Month, everybody.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. So, Betty Boop was originally the song Boo Boop De Doop, and the voice of Betty Boop was originally done by, I forgot her name.
Dang, me too, because it is like, you know,
I would have researched it and typed, you'll look and see. Anyways, back in the day, and we're talking in the 40s, 30s, when Betty Boop, it could even be later, I didn't do the research, so. But because of the fact that it became so popular, Margie Hines, that she is the one who originally wrote Boop Boop De Doop, and who actually came up with the character, and they called her Boop.
Yeah.
So that's a little fun fact for Black History Month.
Heck yeah.
I didn't even put the two together. But because of the fact that she was black, they wouldn't put her on TV, so they made the cartoon white. So to this day, not a lot of people know that the original Betty Boop was a black girl.
And she has fingertip waves.
Most people back then did.
Yep. That's
So,
a very popular hairstyle.
yep. So I thought that was a fun fact.
Heck yeah.
And you can watch her autobiography, and it will tell you everything, which is so cool.
And just know when we do a show about Black History Month, I will probably pick Betty Boop.
Oh, will you?
Yeah.
See, I'm going to do Carver.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm going
That's
to do
good.
Carver. So who can tell me what Carver did?
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be our question of the day.
Oh, you know what? That's going to be our last. When the week she gets back, we're going to be talking about Black History Month,
Cool.
and we're going to be talking about people who created things that are in vintage and antique stores today, as well as what is the word I'm looking for? Seems to be happening to me a lot. Who invented things?
Sure.
And we don't know about, which we should know about all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Carver, if you know what Carver did, please shoot it. Did somebody say something?
Oops, sorry, I didn't poke you. See, you were right, Julia. It is Margie Hines.
Yes.
Not yet.
Okay, so Carver, and then if there's anybody else you want us to highlight, please let us know.
Yeah.
Because a lot of black people throughout history has done a lot of great things when it comes to, well, a lot of great things, period, but
Inventing useful items that we use every day.
yes, and that are now in vintage and antique stores.
Yep.
I was trying to correlate
Get that out,
into
yeah.
vintage and antique stores. Because, well, Carver, anything yet? Because I don't want to say who it was.
peanuts.
Peanut butter.
Yep, shoot, peanuts.
Yes,
butter.
peanut butter. He invented peanut butter. And so we will go through the peanut butter tins and stuff like that.
Fun fact
Talk about the
Jason,
different. What?
he's going to be doing it about Carver, but he hates peanut butter.
I do hate peanut butter. That's the only fact about me, and those who know me know that peanut butter is, I don't like the texture. So, but I'm impressed that somebody came up with it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's just
It's such a
crazy.
delectable
So if
thing.
there's somebody you want us to talk about, and it's not going to be next Tuesday, but it'll be the Tuesday after, and I wish we could go to the CRC for it because some of the Underground Railroad stuff was astounding.
Oh, yeah.
It was astounding. And if you haven't been down to downtown Detroit to see the different monuments to it, go and see.
I know, he posted pictures and I just had to watch.
She needs to go and see it. So, but Valentine's Day, you guys get out there and do something.
Come and see us. If
Come
you
and
guys
see
need
us.
help, we will be here to help you.
Oh, absolutely.
I will be here all the way up until the week before, and I will be here on
Well,
the
you'll just
weekend
be-
before then. So then
Yeah.
I'll be able to help with last minute
She's
shopping.
just going to be gone that Tuesday and Thursday she usually works. So, and then she'll be back. But, yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do next week.
Maybe I can help find something.
We'll think about it because
Yeah.
I'm going to be on my lonesome. But no, I might have Jason stay and we'll talk books maybe.
Oh, that'd be cool. I know
Or
he loves books.
toys. Maybe I'll do
Ooh.
toys with Jason. Anyway, so Jason may be joining us next week. I just have to clear it with him.
Yep.
And if he does, we will talk about toys and maybe Marvel.
Ooh.
Something he knows way more than I know about. How much fun was that?
I loved it. But before we forget, we always got to do our spiel that we do every Tuesday. Like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
We are very close to almost getting our live streams being able to be viewed on TikTok. We just need some more followers. And then our weekly Tuesday question. What do you guys love about Valentine's Day? Do you hate Valentine's Day? If you do, let us know in the comments. But if you love it, let us know what you like the most.
Yes, and also afterwards, after Valentine's Day, tell us what you guys did.
After Valentine's Day?
Yeah. Well, a lot
Oh,
of
yeah,
people,
well,
because you
yeah.
don't know what you did.
Oh, yeah, and then I'm not
And
going to
then
know what I do. Yeah.
some people are going to be surprised. So, if you're surprised at Valentine's Day, like Jasmine's going to be, let us know what happened.
I will come back and tell you guys all
Also,
about it.
if you want to hear about any specific topics, let us know. Any specific African American men or women who did something fantastic throughout history that we can talk about at the end or at the last Tuesday.
Heck yeah.
And then I think next month is it Breast Cancer Awareness Month?
And St. Patty's Day.
No, is it breast?
Cancer awareness, yeah.
Okay, so I think it's another month too. Anyways, there's a day for everything. There's a month for everything. So, which is good because I think we need to be well-rounded.
Me too, Gabrielle, because everything is chocolate, everything's pink and red and heart-shaped.
Yes, pink and red. So, thank you guys. I know it's 5 minutes early, but we jumped on 5 minutes late, or 5 minutes early too. And it was funny because the one thing I learned about Valentine's Day and the history of St. Valentine's and the history of Cupid, it depends on who you talk to and what country you're in on what day.
And it's all going to be different. Everyone's outlook is literally all going to be different.
We literally heard that Cupid had 6 different sets of parents.
Yeah, and one of them included Mars and Venus.
And one of them was his father and his grandfather. But if you know Greek mythology or Roman mythology, that happened a lot.
A lot.
Mm-hmm. So I learned that nobody really knows the truth about St. Valentine's Day, and that there's a lot of lores and legends, and so pick one you like.
I did learn that Cupid is forever the size of a cheer-up baby, and that he is currently 92 years old.
Only 92?
Only 92.
But he's a baby.
But yeah, he's this big with wings.
He's boss baby. Right? So anyways, we have tons of vases. We have tons of single bud vases. We've got tons of full vases.
Tons of jewelry,
so
tons of
remember,
cards.
you've got 7 days, 1 week to Valentine's Day. It is next Tuesday. And come in as soon as you can to get what you need because come this weekend, we're going to be hopping.
And then remember, Mondays we're closed. Tuesdays we close a little bit early.
For this.
Yep, for this. But then every other day we're open until 7.
Yes. Except for Mondays we're closed. But thank you. And I hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day. I hope you all do. I hope you have a phenomenal one.
Thank you. I'm sure I will.
And I don't know what we're going to do.
Dang. I wish
To be honest with you, probably not much.
Aw.
Only because we work so much and we might go out to dinner.
You guys deserve all the time at home with your kitties.
We might go out to dinner. We're planning a trip, so we're going to New York for a week. So we'll do Valentine's Day and everything in there.
Yeah.
We're also we got a few trips planned this week. This year. Myself, only 2. Steve might have 3.
Oh.
So he may be going to see his family down in Oklahoma for a
Oh,
minute.
nice.
But anyways, thank you guys so much for. I have trips to Vegas, but I don't count those as vacations.
Yeah.
And so
'Cause you gotta work.
some of them I go to the store and I work, but you guys have a great night.
Have a great Valentine's Day. And again,
Yes.
you hate Valentine's Day, or maybe you're like me and you love Valentine's Day. Let us know what you think in the comments.
Or you think it's silly.
Yeah, or if you think it's silly. Or if you got something really cool for Valentine's Day, comment next week and let us know what you got.
And don't be sad if you don't have a significant other, because sometimes just loving yourself is enough Valentine's Day.
And again, remember, 20% of the world buys their pets Valentine's Day presents.
Actually, that's a good idea. If you're single, treat yourself to something Valentine's Day.
Yep, there's nothing wrong with self-love.
Take yourself to dinner, buy dinner, bring it home, come here, buy yourself something.
Get yourself a cute glass, get a bottle of mimosa, have a good night.
Yeah. Have a great night, you guys.
Bye.
I'm coming close to turn you off.
Facebook peeps, they still see us.
They do?
Yep.
I finished. There we go.